Hey guys, it's Abu Mahdi here with another video on learning maqamat. In this video, we're going to learn maqam Ushaq Masri. It's one of the branches of maqam in Nahawand. Ushaq Masri. In Arabic, it's Ushaq Masri or Al-Masri. Doesn't make a difference. Okay, basically this is Nahawand plus Bayati. The bottom part is just like Maqam Nahawand. There's no difference. The top part has Bayati, and that's what makes it different from the original Maqam Nahawand. These are the notes of Maqam Ushaq Masri. First, we have the qarar. The first note, it's going to be a red dot because it's a really important note. Then we have the second note, the third note, the fourth note. The fifth note is the ghammaz. It's a really important note, and I'll explain why this is important. Sixth, seventh, eighth note. And of course, this should also be in red because it's the jawab. It's going to be red. If you remember, we talked about ajnas, and we said that every maqam has two jins, or two ajnas. The plural is ajnas. Here we have from the first note to the fifth note, we have Nahawand. Okay? And the rest is Bayati. So we have Bayati here. So it's like this. The first five notes is Nahawand. Now the ghammaz, this is the dominant note or the focusing note that we have to, we have to hold a little bit. And we have to really focus on the fifth note. You can jump straight to the ghammaz from the qarar. Or you can do it, like in order. Usually for Nahawand, we don't do it in order. We jump to the ghammaz. And now the bayati part. See, this is Bayati. And back to the Nahawand. Okay, in a recitation, it would sound like this. Surah Furqan of Sheikh Mustafa Ismail, he says, قُلْ مَا يَعْبَأُ بِكُمْ رَبِّي لَوْلَا دُعَاؤُكُمْ فَقَدْ كَذَّبْتُمْ فَسَوْفَ يَكُونُ لِزَامًا. Okay, so as you can see, we started with Nahawand. We went up and down. And then دعاؤكم فقد كذبتم. This is Bayati. So the idea is that when you reach the ghammaz, you should start a Bayati and play a little with the Bayati and then descend back to Nahawand. دعاؤكم فقد كذبتم فسوف يكون لزاما. Back to the Nahawand. Okay, it's also possible to start with the bayati as if you are reciting in Maqam bayati and then go to the Nahawand. This is what Sheikh Muhammad Abdul Aziz Hassan does. For example, he says, وَلَا تَقْرَبُوا مَالَ الْيَتِيمِ. So see, he starts with bayati. وَلَا تَقْرَبُوا. This is the 8th note. وَلَا تَقْرَبُوا مَالَ الْيَتِيمِ. And then he says, وَلَا تَقْرَبُوا مَالَ الْيَتِيمِ إِلَّا بِالَّتِي هِيَ أَحْسَنُ حَتَّى يَبْلُغَ أَشُدَّهُ. حَتَّى يَبْلُغَ أَشُدَّهُ. So he starts with bayati and then goes to Nahawand. Let's continue the continuation of the verse. وَأَوْفُوا الْكَيْلَ وَالْمِيزَانَ بِالْقِسْطِ. So this is bayati again. This is pure bayati. لَا نُكَلِّفُ نَفْسًا إِلَّا وُسْعَهَا. This was back to Nahawand, and he stops on. Here we have a ajam. We have a secondary ajam here. لا نكلف نفسا إلا وسعها وإذا قلتم فاعدلوا. And then he goes back to the Ushaq Masri, the combination of Nahawand and bayati. وَإِذَا قُلْتُمْ فَاعْدِلُوا وَلَوْ كَانَ ذَا قُرْبَى وَبِعَهْدِ اللَّهِ أَوْفُوا. So this is Ushaq Masri. Other reciters, they recite, for example, Surah Al-Kawthar by Sheikh Shahat Muhammad Anwar. He does it a lot. But he starts with the Nahawand. And then he does the bayati with the jawab. So he says, for example, Allahu Akbar Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Inna a'tainaka al-kawthar. This is bayati. Usually the original Nahawand does not have bayati, it has hijaz. But the Ushaq Masri has bayati. Inna a'tainaka al-kawthar. And back to Nahawand. And another thing that is important about Maqamat, which is actually for advanced learners, is the intervals, or in Arabic we say fawasil or ab'ad. For Nahawand, we have a whole step, half step, whole step, whole step. Now here, the bayati is actually 3/4 of a step. Again, 3/4 of a step. And finally, one whole step. These are the distances between the notes. When you say, this is a whole step. This is a half step. Again, whole step. Now here we have 3/4, 3/4, 1. This is how Jins Bayati is. Jins Bayati is 3/4, 3/4 whole. So this was Maqam Ushaq Masri. Thanks for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next video.